What up, though? What's cracking, Scorpio? I hope that all of my beautiful and my handsome Scorpios out there are doing well. I was trying to move these freaking cards around so y'all can see them, but anyway, let's go ahead and get into this reading, y'all, okay? So we have gossip. Now, there's some gossip that's going on about you. There can be some gossip going on about a particular person around you, okay? But someone here is afraid of this gossip. So I'm really feeling like this gossip for a lot of you guys has to do with you. It has to do something about either what you're doing, how you getting your money. Like it's something about you that you're doing, okay? But because of this gossip, this person is afraid of what other people will think, possibly about you and them. All right. Now, this situation does involve you and someone being separated because we have absence. This person feels like a part of them is missing without you. So I feel like if you have not been talking to this person, I ain't talking about your little casual, check in or whatever, like you ain't talking to this person, period. You ain't seen them. You ain't talked to them. For some of y'all, ain't even thinking about talking to them. All right. This person is feeling your absence very heavily, and they feel like a part of them is missing because they don't have you. Now, the thing about this person, y'all, is they keep going through some type of cycle. All right, like this person keeps going through the same continuous cycle over and over and over again. So, which means one or two things. Either there is a particular lesson that this person has not learned, or they're refusing to learn. Okay, for some of you, this cycle that they keep going through has to do with some type of ending. They're supposed to be walking away from something, someone, ending a situation here, but because they have not, or they choose not to, this is why they keep going through this cycle, okay? And until they end this situation, this person will not be able to get their brand new beginning, okay? So maybe for some of you guys, you're waiting on them to close out a particular cycle with someone, you know what I'm saying? And this is what your situation is. You can be waiting on someone to close out a particular cycle, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all supposed to be coming together. Like, how fuck y'all don't come together if they still up here, you know what I'm saying, dipping and dabbing with such and such, right? So I feel like you've been wondering, like, what's going on? What's the hold up? And for some of you, it's because someone here keeps going through the same old shit. For some of you guys, this could be you, Scorpio, or someone around you, right? But see, it's destiny. It's written in the stars, okay? Destiny, I feel like it brought you and this person together and it's supposed to bring y'all back again. But the problem is why you and this person haven't reached this place is because they're struggling to find the right path, all right? With all these mountains here, like someone here is going through a mountain of obstacles, okay? Somebody got some hella obstacles they got to go through. And because they're going through these obstacles, I feel like the reason why they're going through these obstacles, you guys, was because they refused to close out a particular cycle in their life. Okay, this could be a karmic cycle, dealing with a particular karmic, old habits, friends, people, you know what I'm saying, like growing and evolving. Like you can't go to the next phase if you still doing the same shit. You see, and this is someone who keep doing that shit. They refuse to grow, they refuse to change, and so this is why they're stuck here. All right, and for some of you guys, you feel broken. You feel shattered about this situation. You feel broken because it's like you feel like, damn, this motherfucker will never get it together. Or for some of you, maybe you've been waiting patiently, for them to do something differently. But it's like every time you check in or every time, something happens, you're seeing that this person's still doing the same old shit. And it's like you feel shattered because this is someone possibly that you do want. But at the same time, you like, shit, I ain't gonna be gone forever. Like, I ain't got time to be sitting up here waiting on this motherfucker to get their shit together, okay? So let's see what's going on with this person. We're gonna pull some messages from the divine masculine. Then I want to pull on this gossip. I want to see what this person is afraid of. Okay. Messages for my Scorpios. I love you guys. If anything is resonating, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you're interested in a personal, my information will be in the description box below. All right, Scorpio. What is it that Scorpio needs to know? Tell us more about this situation for Scorpio here. Because you got some gospel going on, somebody feeling your absence. But shit, they can't close out this cycle, so it must not be feeling it too bad, okay? For some of y'all, they regret the day they even met this damn third party. So for some of y'all, there's a particular third party. I feel like that is keeping them from closing out a particular cycle. And this is that same third party that they supposed to be walking the fuck away from, but they're having a hard time doing, okay? So there's a third party for some of you that is like holding someone up or keeping them stuck on this damn cycle. Oh shit, cycle here. I'm sorry, y'all. Big clap of thunder came. Scared the shit out of me. And the thing about it, for some of y'all, their intuition was telling them, man, don't you fuck with that dude, don't you fuck with that girl. Like their intuition was screaming at them before they even laid eyes on this third party, before they even met this person. Their intuition like, nah, bro. Nah, sis, I don't think that's the play right there. You know, this person like, oh man, you know, it is what it is. Like, it ain't nothing serious. You know, they thought they can just go about this casually, like they did everybody else. But shit, not this particular third party, okay? For some of y'all, they fucking around and ran across a karmic here. All right, tell us more. And because they didn't listen to their intuition, this is why they're still stuck on this same ass karmic cycle. For some of y'all, this person is in very heavy regret. All these cards, as you see, these 2, 3 cards on them pull, is this regretful divine masculine deck. Okay, whoever this is, they are in heavy regret. For some of y'all, they was sitting up here talking shit about you. All right, so for some of y'all, shit, some word may get back to you that this person was talking shit about you too. So why these other people was sitting up here gossiping and talking about you, y'all? For some of y'all, this person was sitting up here right along with their ass, talking to like, for real shit. You know, when I was fucking with Scorpio, they was up here doing this and that. Like, they was in the mix talking about you too. Okay, tell us more. Messages for my Scorpios. I love you, man. Y'all can't make this up. Look, another regretful divine masculine card. This person act like they didn't care about you. So for some of y'all probably heard this. If you ain't heard about this person and talking shit about you, I'm telling you, when you hear the shit they gonna be saying, you be like, well, goddamn. Or for some of y'all, when you were dealing with this person, just their actions, them being all nonchalant, them acting like they ain't really give a fuck about you being upset or your feelings being hurt or you crying or you being able to express how you feel, like they didn't give a fuck about none of that. They didn't care that they hurt your feelings. They didn't care that they made you sad. They didn't care that, you know what I'm saying, you was up all night texting, cussing them the fuck out, sending them 20-page letters and shit like that, you know, make them feel good about themselves. Let's get one more. Messages for my Scorpio. Man, putting you through all this hurt and pain. Yes, because they act like they didn't care about you. And for a lot of you, it wasn't no act. Like, this is what this person was doing. It wasn't that they was acting like they didn't care. No, the shit that they did let you know that they didn't give a fuck about you. Okay? So let's pull one on this gossip because I want to see what this gossip is about. Because I feel like for some of y'all, they was sitting up here gossiping right along with you, or right along with these other folks here. Tell us about this gossip. Messages for my Scorpio. Tell us about this gossip. This person's afraid of what other people gonna think. Let's get one on gossip. Messages for my Scorpios. Give us one on gossip. Yeah, they didn't listen to their intuition. Yeah, for some of y'all, I make this up. Secrets. For some of y'all, when you was not talking to this person, they was never talking shit about y'all. For some of y'all, you could have been dealing with them. They were still talking about you, okay? Because they were out of touch. For a lot of you guys, it has to do with your spirituality and your path here, okay? This is someone that did want to accept some type of knowledge that you had, that you were resilient here, you were this wounded warrior. You know, that you were being successful, you were full of courage, you were persistent because you overcame all these obstacles and shit, you persevered. You know, you took these tests of faith and you stood your ground. For some of y'all, you stood your ground with this person. It's like they're hoping now. For some of y'all, this person hope that you will never find out about what they said about you because they was sitting up talking shit about you too. And I'm just gonna keep it real. We got Pisces and Sag here. All right, so let's see who this reading is about. Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Sag. Who is this about for Scorpio? Scorpio, Taurus, Sag, Aries, damn. Let's shake these up again. Heavy fire sign energy today. Cancer, Capricorn, Leo. Well, hold on. Heavy Capricorn, Cancer, Leo. Cancer, Capricorn, Scorpio, Sag. Y'all the same fucking signs. All right, y'all. That's all I have. I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.